Welcome to our channel. Watch the video until the end, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel to support us. Imagine a gigantic cosmic structure right before our eyes that we have never seen before. Something strange has been found near Andromeda, and astronomers are astounded to have overlooked this enormous object for all these years. But what is it? And how can we explain the sudden appearance of a structure as large as an entire galaxy? The Andromeda Galaxy is our direct Milky Way neighbor, and the newly discovered structure might have to do with a mysterious connection between our Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy. This strange phenomenon is located right on the doorstep of our galaxy, and despite its enormous size, the world's best astronomers had not noticed it for over 100 years. Even today, it was not professional astronomers who first saw the phenomenon known as SDS-1 with their own eyes. 3 amateur astronomers made this sensational discovery with a simple garden telescope. And since then, experts have been perplexed by this spectacular discovery. What is it? And might there be other gigantic structures that we have not yet seen? There are many questions about the universe that remain unanswered. We do not know how it was born, we do not know its purpose, and we do not even know why the stars in our galaxy move the way they do. The reason for this is the lack of knowledge in fundamental processes. We might not yet be aware of some forces, or we might simply have overlooked important objects and clues like SDS-1. Amateur astronomers Marcel Dressler, Javier Straught, and Ian Sainty used a simple medium-sized telescope to observe the Andromeda Galaxy and take some pictures. The Andromeda Galaxy, the largest neighbor of the Milky Way, is a beautiful spiral galaxy that contains about 1 trillion stars, twice as many as those in the Milky Way. The Andromeda Galaxy is particularly impressive for its clear spiral structure and size. In addition to the Magellanic Clouds, Andromeda is our nearest neighbor, and in many hundreds of millions or even billions of years, the Milky Way and Andromeda will likely merge into a single galaxy. It seemed like a shadow. It seems absurd. The 3 amateur astronomers really thought their telescope had a serious problem. A shadow was cast on the view of the nearby galaxy and disturbed the image. The 3 fiddled with the settings and frantically searched for the problem, but the shadow continued to reappear. Eventually, the 3 thought that the strange shadow was not a problem at all, but a cosmic phenomenon. The 3 searched all available sources in books and on the internet for clues about what this cloud above the galaxy could be, but they found nothing. No astronomical database, no scientific journal, and not even NASA's database contained information about this discovery. The 3 then reported their discovery to the American Astronomical Society and asked what it could be. Astronomers were astonished. No one had ever noticed the structure before then. Professional astronomers and galaxy researchers could only confirm the rare discovery, and shortly after, the discovery was made public as part of an unpublished scientific paper. The object SDS-1 is a structure almost as large as the entire Andromeda Galaxy. The reason it was not visible before was probably due to the composition of some gases, which were simply invisible in the vastness of space. Dressler, Schottner, and Sainty overlaid their view of the nearby galaxy with a special filter that favors the blue-green light spectrum. This highlighted the glow of doubly ionized oxygen, which is precisely the gas that makes up the cloud. The special filter made visible what was previously invisible and gave 3 simple young amateur astronomers the discovery of a century. The cloud, therefore, is composed mainly of doubly ionized oxygen. Now we wonder what is special about these oxygen ions in the cloud. Or rather, what is this cloud and what is its purpose in the universe? The cloud has a diameter equal to that of the entire Andromeda Galaxy. That is 220,000 light-years. It is therefore a huge object, which looks like a shadow or a vapor of the galaxy. The Andromeda Galaxy is one of the most studied galaxies in the universe. Scientists thought they knew everything about the galaxy, and now they find themselves facing a puzzle. On the one hand, the discovery is exciting, but on the other, it also raises doubts about how much we actually know about the universe. There could be more important structures hidden in plain sight, and that is why we understand so little about the true processes of the universe. The cloud has been examined multiple times, covered with other filters, and scanned. 5 of the best telescopes on Earth have been able to clearly demonstrate its existence. In this way, they tried to capture the object using X-ray images at multiple wavelengths. However, these attempts produced almost no usable results. SDS-1 is visible only if the exact filter used by amateur astronomers Straught, Dressler, and Sainty is applied. A first sign of contact between Andromeda and the Milky Way? Is it true that SDS-1 is a secret link between Andromeda and the Milky Way? This explanation seems intriguing and mysterious and could send a shiver down our spine. The structure appears in images as a delicate disk or cloud. However, it is gently curved like an arc. Closer examination also reveals that the cloud is moving away from the Andromeda galaxy. The gas was initially interpreted as a sort of emission from the galaxy, but so far, there is no evidence to support this theory. Moreover, it has not been possible to demonstrate that SDS-1 and the Andromeda galaxy are closely connected. If they were, the cloud would be one of the largest structures in the galaxy, and researchers suspect it may have a role or a background that could significantly enhance our understanding of galaxies. It was obvious that the cloud was an exhalation of the outermost stars on the edges of the galaxy. Astronomers call this outer spherical structure a halo. We know that a huge amount of hydrogen is emitted by stellar streams in the halo of the Andromeda galaxy. However, no hydrogen was detected within SDS-1. The latest explanation takes a step further. New measurements have shown that the structure may not belong to the Andromeda galaxy, but to our own Milky Way. But even in this case, it would be a relic of the vaporization of the outer stellar halo. However, our galaxy also predominantly emits hydrogen, which is missing in the cloud. Now things get really interesting because the arc might be a sort of first contact between Andromeda and the Milky Way. The two galaxies are inexorably moving towards each other, and the outer halos of both might already have come into contact. The cloud would then be the first sign of the merging of the two halos. The diffuse gas from both halos would compress in the event of a collision and could form a curved structure reminiscent of an arc. Our home galaxy and the Andromeda galaxy have been moving towards each other for a long time. They will meet and merge as computer simulations have already demonstrated. The reason why the two galaxies are rushing towards each other in a straight line, a phenomenon still unknown, has been speculated multiple times. It almost seems as if these two are magically attracted to each other and are destined to merge in the cosmic dance of galaxies. We have already observed other stunning galaxy mergers in space, but not always do two galaxies meeting in the vastness of the cosmos merge. Sometimes galaxies just seem to greet each other, then pass by. Others graze each other, injure themselves, and then go their separate ways, while others still merge. Perhaps galaxies are not unlike us humans in choosing their partners. What forces control these encounters between galaxies is still a mystery. Perhaps it is fate, like for us humans, or maybe it is sheer coincidence. So far, the incipient merging process between Andromeda and the Milky Way is one of the best explanations for the existence of SDS-1. Some critics argue that the cloud is almost too close to the Andromeda galaxy to truly be a first sign of contact. In this case, we would expect such a field to be much closer to the center of both galaxies. What else could SDS-1 be? A UFO, a shadow, or simply an image disturbance? Researchers have put forward a whole series of theories about what SDS-1 might be as we continue to ponder what this object could be. We must first understand what doubly ionized oxygen is and what role it plays in the cosmos. Doubly ionized oxygen occurs when oxygen atoms lose two of their electrons, which usually happens in extremely energetic conditions. Cosmic events that generate these huge amounts of energy are star-forming regions or active galactic nuclei. These high-energy environments provide enough energy to separate the electrons from oxygen nuclei, resulting in the emission of blue-green light that was highlighted by the three discoverers of the structure with a special filter. Given the unusual nature and isolated location of SDS-1, we must assume that it is a previously unknown astrophysical phenomenon. Perhaps SDS-1 is indeed a harbinger of the powerful forces generated by galaxy fusion. Or perhaps the structure is something completely different, like a gigantic window into another dimension, a cosmic portal created by a strange concatenation of gravitational and magnetic anomalies. This portal might be a sort of cosmic shortcut through the vastness of the universe, and if we were science fiction writers, such a place would naturally be the transit point for interdimensional travel and a hub of the multiverse. Another possibility could be that SDS-1 is the residue of an explosion of incredible size, similar to a supernova, that occurred in a previously unknown extreme form, releasing doubly ionized oxygen in incredible amounts. Perhaps this explosion was so powerful that it created a bubble in the space-time continuum that we now perceive in the form of SDS-1. It could also be that SDS-1 is an artificial object, a relic of an advanced extraterrestrial civilization that developed technologies far beyond our understanding. This hypothesis leads us to consider that SDS-1 might be a sort of cosmic marker, serving to guide the way through the otherwise chaotic and confusing intergalactic medium. Lastly, SDS-1 could also serve as a sort of cosmic beacon, erected by a long-extinct civilization to guide the way through the dark and stormy seas of space. Perhaps it serves to guide their descendants or travelers from other worlds through the perils of interstellar space. Despite the efforts of scientists, the true nature of SDS-1 remains a mystery. Who knows what secrets it might reveal one day? Hit the subscribe button now and join us for every new video to learn more about these fascinating cosmic investigations.